It's Aloha Friday. No work till Monday. Sing in your cars. It's Aloha Friday. No work till Monday. A-doo-be-doo, be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be, a-did-did-diddly-doo. Happy Aloha Friday no matter where you are. It's AM 940 and AM940Hawaii.com. This program on Aloha Friday is brought to you by
the Pacific Center for Economic Development and its Pelletron Company.
I'm Kibo Kahuano.
And this is Ika Kahuano.
And here we are together.
We are. And we're in jackets today.
We're in jackets.
Yeah.
You know why? It's ugly out there.
Windy, rainy,
Oh.
a little chilly.
Yeah, but you know, people on the mainland going, oh yeah, sure. Like you really have bad weather. Oh no, for us, this is bad weather.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. It's a little late too.
Yeah, it's a little late. Yeah, usually it's like November.
Yeah, that we get this kind of weather, but
Yeah.
kind of, you know,
Hey,
better
looking-
late than never.
You're looking cool in a jacket.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Not a lot of times
Smooth.
I'm going to wear a leather jacket in Hawaii.
Oh yeah. You might as well wear it while you can.
Exactly.
Terrific.
Exactly.
So, if we look at what's going on in Hawaii,
A lot going on.
yeah, a lot of people. First of all, a lot of people got umbrellas,
Yeah.
jackets. Cars. You got to make sure you got enough gas.
Yep.
And speaking of that, the number one babu's happening today.
What is that?
Like stay close.
The highway.
The highway because the tree came down.
Oh no.
Maybe it could be trees, but came down because the winds are high.
Well, I was going to say if the Like drive-in was closed, not so bad, but the highway,
Oh,
pretty bad.
Oh, so bad. Okay, it's only town bound. Okay, so
Only
all of you want
town
to see this. Okay, you just go Kaneohe bound.
Yeah.
Then
yeah.
you can see what's happening. But
everybody comes into town in the morning, so that's going to cause quite a problem.
yeah, and so they went out with the saws to try to cut down the tree.
Okay.
Okay, so
It's
no more
hot.
gas, no more gas, not enough gas.
Huh.
Got gas, but evidently the gas.
Well, everybody that's listening, make sure to take H3.
Take H3,
Yep.
H1,
Or Poly.
Poly,
Or go Kalananole.
Kalananole,
Sure.
Liki, and goes until further notice.
Okay.
Until we get the clear sign, all clear. Okay.
Which is unfortunate, because out of all the highways, Like is my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Not just because, I don't know, it just gets to Kaneohe the quickest.
You know which one I like?
Which one?
The scenic one, H3.
H3 is nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, H3, when you come to the mountains, to the windward side, you can see the ko'olau. You can feel the majesty of the mountains. And then, boom, there it is. The beautiful sunshine, most of the time, of Kaneohe and Kailua, and, just beautiful.
You're right, H3 has got to be nominated for, right up there for probably the most beautiful highway
Yeah,
in probably the world.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really pretty up there.
Right, yeah.
However, when you're driving toward Kaneohe, it's really windy.
Toward
yeah,
Kaneohe.
Yeah, it's a tough
If you
climb.
think that's windy, try getting one 1952 Ford and come down the Poly Road when it's windy. The old, not the new Poly Road, son. The old one.
The old one.
Way before your time.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're talking challenges.
No,
Car is shaking.
Yeah.
Everybody's thinking we're going over the cliff today. But no, we make it all the way to Waimanao.
yeah, it's windy over there.
Yeah.
So windy that in fact high school friends of mine used to go to the old Pali Lookout and just kind of like hang over the edge and the wind would keep them up from
Yeah.
falling. Which wasn't very intelligent, but I didn't do it, but they did.
Yeah, not very intelligent. On the borderline of what people would call stupid.
Yeah.
But hey, not us. We wouldn't do that. Okay, so what's happening in the world? If you look at a lot of situations, one of them has to be that
Probably.
Clinton. Okay, Mrs. Clinton, who is
Yeah, Hillary.
Hillary, was now, I guess she's now officially not anymore. Did she give up her job? They want her to testify, about this one incident that happened. And Hillary was so much a part of that. So this seems to be, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton was accused by pundits of faking her concussion to avoid testifying before Congress about Benghazi.
Really?
Okay.
Huh. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, so evidently, it was just by chance, but it wasn't by chance. Everything was calculated, and it didn't turn out well.
Well, until you brought that up, I thought she just was like ill, suffering, and then you said she was
Yeah.
trying to, there was some other stuff going on there. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, huh.
Yeah, so, and she's giving up the position, once she's leaving. Did you see the television story last night?
Which one?
Big on the national news about the lady who had the affair with John Fitzgerald Kennedy, John F. Kennedy.
JFK, huh?
Yeah. After all of these years, she wrote a book, and she talked about being 19 years old and he was 45, and how they had a tryst and in the White House and stuff like that.
Huh, a tryst,
And you're
huh?
saying to yourself, Monica Lewinsky. Okay, so obviously, folks, there's a lot more stories than that one. Okay, so
You know what I think is interesting is this morning is packed with good news.
oh,
For the first time, yeah.
What's
This
good
is
news? What's good
Like
news?
4 or 5 in a row. Like
Okay.
Mortgage rates near record lows.
Oh yeah.
Obama signed $633 billion defense deal. We got a 5% tax revenue increase for the city and county of Honolulu and the state of Hawaii. Lowest number of bankruptcy filings since 2008, and stocks inch higher following jobs report. So I mean, that's just like a string, a boatload, a slew, if you will, of good news.
Good.
Yeah.
We got 10 minutes now past 6 o'clock. Why don't we get to one of the beautiful songs of Hawaii? This is Waipuna.
Cool.
I got to see them last week, and they're looking good over there at Corner Kitchen and sounding terrific.
Good.
So aloha to Waipuna. Let's hear the music of Waipuna right here. AM 940 and AM940Hawaii.com. I'm Kimo Kahuana.
This is Ika Kahuana.
Happy Aloha Friday. The great sounds of Waipuna right here on AM 940 and AM940Hawaii.com. Aloha, I'm Kimo Kahuana.
And this is Ika Kahuana.
And this program brought to you by.
The Pacific Center for Economic Development and its Pelletron Company.
I want to say aloha and good morning to Ocean Kauwili. Ocean.
Oh, Ocean, aloha.
Oh, aloha, Kimo. Aloha. How are you? I just calling because I'm at the fire station and I want to say Happy New Year. Okay? Okay, Ocean, thank you very much. One of our firefighters and a great musician, Ocean Kauwili.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's played with so many groups, but he's presently performing at Honey's out there in Kaneohe. And it's right at the Ko'olau Golf Course.
Okay.
And
So
let's
good
not,
stuff.
And let's not
Along with
forget,
Mike Kava and
Kind of interesting how many firefighters are actually really talented
Honolulu.
Paul
musicians.
Kim.
Yeah, Honolulu.
Honolulu.
Paul Kim.
But let's
Yeah,
not
good
forget,
stuff.
he was just promoted too as an engineer for the fire department.
Okay. He's an
That's
engineer now.
huge.
Yeah, that is huge. Yeah, because, you know.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Okay, and speaking of that, since we're saying Happy New Year,
Merry New Year.
okay? So, Happy New Year. So, Leilani has something about the New Year.
Oh, I do. Well, I guess your dad and I were talking about gratitude. Anything you want to add about that?
No, wait a minute.
Oh,
you
you
don't
want me
just
to-
hand it off. You don't just say gratitude and hand it off.
Okay, I guess I will start then.
Yeah.
So we were talking about, what a great way to start the new year, and a word to focus on would be gratitude. And we were reflecting on some people in our own lives who helped.
And what is your
Yeah.
reflection? What is your reflection
I
about
mentioned to
gratitude?
Dr. Shanerock, Dr. Larry Shanerock in California, who gave me the opportunity to be able to help prepare his talks and things internationally, which then led to some of the projects that I do today in a very methodical way.
Oh, well, you didn't realize that coming to a relationship and understanding in a professional manner, working with one of the best in the
Yes.
nation, that how this would help you, because eventually you made connections with other doctors and other people, but one of them is the guy who did the
Dr. Earl Bakken,
Earl Bakken, who did the
Pacemaker. Who
That's
developed
what I'm trying to say.
Pacemaker.
It's on there.
Really,
Yeah, it's
where's
in there
my
somewhere.
Good thing you folks cannot see what I'm doing here.
Because he doesn't know what side of the body is.
Now, if a woman does this, you're in trouble. But I can do it all day long.
But
Okay.
we got there because of the opportunity to have sat with a number of great people in the world, and then Dr. Shanerock gave me the opportunity to actually meet Charles Schultz.
Uh-huh.
And from there, Charles Schultz had shared a lot with me while living in Sonoma County. He
Snoopy?
said, Peanuts, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Peanuts,
Oh,
Linus.
wow.
And we were sharing, and I said,
You met Charles Schultz?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what
used to
kind of
do
guy is
projects
he?
with him.
Wow.
What kind of guy is he?
Just so humble. I was sharing with your dad that what I've come to learn that the greatest people in the world are the most humble. And so he would come every morning to the Redwood Ice Arena. This was an ice arena that he created, and they'd have their annual Christmas shows. But he would sit there every day at a particular table with his coffee, watching the ice skaters go around. And I had the privilege of being invited to teach hula on ice for a Christmas show. And he was so shy. And when I would meet with him at his one Snoopy Lane office, he was like anybody else. And in fact, what was really amazing is that a new restaurant that had opened in Sonoma County, the Equus restaurant, he came with his wife, Jean Schultz, and he was turned away.
Because he didn't have a coat?
Because he didn't have a tie.
Oh, a tie.
And
He had a coat.
And so,
Wow.
yes, and so they couldn't even offer him a coat. He walked away, he left. He never said anything about it, but everybody else wrote about it.
Okay, so
that was a wonderful...
You know, if
yeah,
Leilani
so
would've
when you
met
think about that, okay, so listen,
Yeah.
okay, because I can't think of what's the voice sound like, okay?
Who?
Snoopy never talked.
Well, he just kind of like mumbled.
Well, and this is why
Like
I
that.
learned also, because I was going to do a project with Snoopy and
And
some
so,
other characters.
so here's what I know about that, okay?
So
Here it is.
Not even
That's
that.
But you know why he does that, right? It's what is it? Like it's kind of like a metaphor for what children actually hear when adults talk to them.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he does it.
But he also had said I could use any of the other characters except Snoopy, because Snoopy wasn't allowed to talk in public.
Well, that's what it was. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So do you remember any Linus, right? Linus.
I remember all of them.
And Charlie
Peppermint
Brown.
Patty.
Charlie Brown.
Linus, Lucy, Peppermint Patty,
Yeah.
Snoopy, obviously,
Good stuff.
Woodstock, the little bird.
There you go.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. Pigpen,
Okay.
Schroeder.
Now,
But you know, it'd be cool if you met him several years earlier. Then you know, you could have been like the one like cameo appearance like Hawaiian person on the show, like and here's Leilani hanging out with Lucy, Peppermint Patty, and Charlie Brown.
Well,
Yeah.
you know,
You know?
okay. Well,
Thank
wait,
you for
okay.
having shared
Okay,
that.
so that's her gratitude. What's your gratitude?
Well, when you say gratitude, it makes me think of that book by Andrew Matthews, Follow Your Heart, which is a self-help book, which is a really good, really good book.
Oh, yeah?
He says, yeah, there's a chapter actually devoted just to gratitude. He calls it
Follow Your Heart?
This book called Follow Your Heart by Andrew Matthews. It's kind of a quick, little thin book, little quick read, and
Okay.
he says, you know, it's good to sort of develop an attitude of gratitude.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Attitude of gratitude.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, gratitude is this. Gratitude is you go through life and you think that everything is just there and you're doing it and you're going through the motions. And sometimes, you know, as you go through life, if nothing major happens to you as far as a bad thing in your life, you just keep pounding and keep going. When you're young, you know, you're invincible. As you get older and something happens to you, it's the challenge of your very being.
Yep.
And so you really appreciate the fact that you did the right things to get through it, that you took responsibility, that that I took responsibility, that I made an effort, a tremendous effort to do the right things. And once you can do that, you can take responsibility and you are free. When people say, you know, you go to prison and you come out and you're free, that's not true.
Well,
You're free if you do what you're supposed to do to pay for your debt,
right.
in time, and you come out and you're ahead of it. Because it's a tough world. It's a manipulating world. And let me tell you who's the biggest manipulator I know.
Yeah.
Is this lady, attorney Orly Tights. I don't know if she wears tights, but she filed a suit to stop the counting of the electoral votes in her year-long effort to oust President Barack Obama. She was greeted by supporters on Thursday in federal court, but guess what? The judge rejected the birther lawsuit targeting Barack Obama. They even